Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Mario, and in this video I want to show you really quick on how you can build AI agents. I'm going to walk you through step by step on what you need to do in order to make sure you have your AI agents configured and ready to start working for you. Let's go ahead and jump right in. So one of the quick things that I want to call out is the difference between an AI agent and an AI tool like ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is much more like a very smart friend. You ask it a question and it gives you a response. It doesn't plan ahead. It can't remember much from session to session, although they did introduce like these new memory features recently. It can't do what an AI agent does. Now, an AI agent is more so like a little robot inside your computer that can review information, it can do tasks on your behalf, and it can even search information on your behalf as long as it has the right connections in place. Let's go ahead and jump right in. So what you'll need to do is head over to this website called Letta.com. I've been using Letta for quite a while now. There's a lot of information on the internet regarding Letta. They used to be called MEMGPT. Um, and yeah, I trust them. So let's go ahead and just install the Letta application here. Now, there's three ways that you can use Letta actually. There is the desktop version, which is what I'm going to be showing you today. You can run it through the terminal using Docker or Letta Cloud. Although I believe you still have to sign up to the waitlist and get approved before you can use Letta Cloud. But for this demo, let's go ahead and use Letta Desktop. From here, you'll follow the instruction to install Letta based on your operating system. Click this link. And then from here, you just click if you have a Mac or Windows, depending on which one you have. Click it, install it, and then you'll come across this right here. So let me open up the Letta desktop. And on first startup, you're going to see this window where it's connecting to a local server. This is all run locally. Now, the only thing that you'll need to do as you're waiting for this to get connected is get your API keys for your OpenAI or Anthropic API keys that you might have already. So I have a demo agent already set up, but let me go ahead and show you where you're going to add those API keys. Come over here to the integrations tab. From here, it's as simple as clicking configure, adding your, so this one's Olama. Let me go ahead and show you Gemini. So you just drop your API key, click confirm, and it's that simple. It'll be set up in just a few seconds. Now, I already have an OpenAI key and an Anthropic key. If you don't know where you can find those, simply research OpenAI API key. I believe the website is platform.openai.com, and then for Anthropic, it's console.anthropic.com to get those API keys. All right, let's go back to agents. From here, I'm going to open up this agent that I've already created in just a second, but let me show you what you can do. So when you click on create agent, you have these templates that you can choose from, or you can start from scratch. So if you want an internet chatbot, a character role play, a companion, customer support, or personal assistant, these are all different types of AI agents that can be ran on Letta. I clicked on the start from scratch and I've created my Letta demo agent. So let me go ahead and open it up now. From here, I want to call out a few things. So when you first start up your agent, it's going to have like a random name. You can modify it here by clicking the edit agent name and changing the name here. This right here is an agent ID. This is your unique agent identifier. Identities, these can be used to kind of organize your different agents, or if you have like different teams of agents, you can use identities. Agent tags are tags that you can use to further identify specific agents or filter. So you can add multiple tags to them. I don't really use them because it's just me right now, but if I had multiple team members, I might be using both of these here. And then the model. So I've connected my OpenAI and my Anthropic API keys here. So I have access to those now. And if you have Gemini, you'll see the Gemini list. But if you don't see it, that means that something's wrong with the API key that you've entered. So let's go ahead and select 3.7 Sonnet by Anthropic. It's the smartest and it has the best personality in my opinion, so I'll keep it. The next tab I want to show you is this advanced settings. So here you can actually modify the system instruction. So I've left the default system instruction here, but you can actually go in and modify. What I recommend you to do is actually go into like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or whatever and say, hey, I'm trying to create this type of AI agent, help me create system instructions. And it'll give you a system instruction that you can use. Another thing that I want to call out here is the LLM config. Here you can modify the temperature, the context window, which is this right here. So right now it's set to almost 8,000, a little bit above 8,000 tokens. And what will happen is once it reaches that max threshold, it'll actually, the agent remembers a chunk of your conversation and it saves it on the back end, and it'll reset this 8100 context window. It'll go right back to whatever the number is. Like right now it's at 2000. After I chat a few times and it saves, it'll probably jump up a few hundred tokens because it's remembering pieces of our conversation. And then you can always toggle this further if you want more. However, I will warn you, the higher you put this up, the more tokens it will the more tokens it will use, and your usage on either Anthropic or OpenAI will go up. I'm using a really expensive model, so I like to keep this very low. Maybe like around 10,000, to be honest. That's usually what I go for. Oh, not 100,000, just 10,000 is fine. All right. I'll come back to tools in just a second. On the right hand side is where we have the persona and the human description. So if I click this little lock icon, we can actually unlock and we can start typing in here. So for the human, this is information that you want the AI agent to know about you. So I'm going to say my name is Doug. I live in Puerto Rico and my favorite food is pizza. And then the persona here, I left it as your name is Mary, you are smart, and you're funny. Again, you can use like a ChatGPT to construct your persona and kind of I fill it out a little bit more. I kept it very basic for now. All right, let me go ahead and click this lock. And now let's say something like hello. So the agent is actually thinking, and you can read what it's thinking. You can turn that off by clicking this little simple mode if you don't want to see that, but I like to see what it's thinking. So this one right here says, first interaction with Doug. Let me greet him warmly and be myself, smart and funny. Hey Doug, great to meet you. How's life treating you in Puerto Rico? Again, it's reading this and it's providing the context for it to respond. Now, let me update it. Let's say that I'm going to tell it that my name is not Doug. Actually, my name is not Doug. It is Mario, and I live in Tampa, Florida, and my favorite food is actually tacos. All right. So watch what's going to happen. It's going to think about updating its memory. It's going to use a tool called Core Memory Replace, and you can see it right here in real time. It just modified that. Now it says Mario, I live in Tampa, and the favorite food is tacos. So it's also thinking through about what it did. So it said, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about that, Mario. Talk about embarrassing mix-up. So it's also like reacting as a person, right? It's acknowledging the mistake that it made, and it's trying to also kind of connect with me by pulling some of this information. I'm going to say, it's okay, no problem. How are you? And again, we can think about, or we can see what it's thinking. Being friendly and upbeat as per my persona while engaging Mario. I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking, blah, 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 right? So let me go over here to these tools now. So Letta comes with default tools, such as these core memory tools, so it can search, it can update, but you also have access to other tools. Right now, I don't have any assigned, but if I click this little link, it's a very tiny button, but if I click this attach custom tool, it'll open up a window. From here, you can create custom tools. So again, using ChatGPT to build out your custom tools, or use Composio, which Composio basically gives you access to all of these apps here. All you have to do is actually go to composio.dev. You can see the link up here, create an account with them, and then you can connect your apps there. But if you wanted to add one of these apps, you would simply come over here, go to view tools, define or find the tool that you want. So like if I wanted my AI agent to be able to cancel events on my behalf, I'd simply click this attach to tool to agent. Wow, I cannot speak. And then I would go back to my agent and I can see that it has that tool connected, but it's not connected in Composio, so it's not going to work. You do have to go through and connect. You have to authenticate with Composio in order for these tools to work. So that's one of the really cool things that you can do with these AI agents. I've built out web apps. I've seen people build out really cool like therapy apps and other things that they've done as well in the past. Um, Really, all you need is creativity, some time to sit down and you know tinker with like a cursor or windsurf, and really try to make this or try to use this platform to work for you. I use the Letta cloud version, so it gives me the ability to keep my agents always active using the Letta cloud. It is more on a pay per usage basis. I don't have access to upload my API key, so that's one of the disadvantages of having Letta Cloud. But if you are someone who just needs to tinker around with some AI agents or have it running on your desktop, this is the best way to go forward. All right, so that concludes our video today. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop some questions in the comments. I'll try my best to answer them. And until next time, see ya.